We're here with Marin, Mazzie, and Innvar, who are starring in Barrington Stage production of The Streetcar Named Desire, playing at Barrington Stage main stage August 8th through the 29th. Marin, you're most well known for your career in musicals. What attracted you to the character of Blanche in The Streetcar Named Desire?
I think it's an iconic role. Who wouldn't want to? I mean, a woman of my age, and I don't know who wouldn't want to play this part. It's just an amazing role, and I think being a singer or being musical is helpful for this because Williams is so musical in his writing. It's very poetic, and so I think that that background actually is very useful in working on Blanche for me.
And Chris, similarly, you were well known at your work at BSC and at other theaters for playing the protagonist. What about Stanley appealed to you?
Well, are you saying that he's maybe an antagonist? Because I don't think he is actually. I think they're just complicated people, and they're all stuck in this situation in this very small apartment, and passions are really high, and the stakes are high for all of them, and so it's sort of a life and death situation for all of them, and I don't think of him necessarily as an antagonist. I just think of him as a complicated character. So I was interested in doing that, and actually interested in making him not be an antagonist. Making him a full-rounded human being.
Both of these roles have become very iconic on stage and film because of the stars who have portrayed them. Does this influence your approach to the characters, and how do you go through the process of making the characters your own?
I think with anything, you just you approach it. Vivian Lee, Jessica Tandy, whoever has played this role, that's who they are. I'm Marin. I mean, as an actress, you come at it with just who you are and what you bring to the role. So I never really think of it in the sense of, oh, she did this or she did that. Those sort of things don't really, and I think the approach that we've taken, we certainly we've done a lot of table work together, and so everybody is on the same page of what our production of Streetcar is. And I think that's really important, and that's been really important for all of us, I think.
Yeah. I talked to Julie, and we call it the M word. The name he who will not be spoken. Marlon Brando, of course. They are iconic performances, and people, everyone says, think of Streetcar Named Desire, and they go, Stella, and they just want to like shoot them. But I think, before those performances ever happened, Tennessee Williams wrote the play. So we're doing the play, and which has nothing to do with Marlon Brando or Jessica Tandy or Vivian Lee or anyone else, Carl Malden. So it's our play.
Great. Well, clearly these are very emotionally challenging roles. How do you get inside your character's head, and how do you prepare for such emotionally charged characters?
I bring a bottle of vodka to rehearsal, and I drink steadily through the day. And by the end, I feel good. It's also such a hard, the process of, everyone's process is so different, and how anybody comes at a role is very different, and I feel very personal. And I think actually kind of boring, in my opinion. I would want to listen to what my process is, but so anyway, it's it's a very personal sort of thing. So I can't really tell you exactly what I do because it's personal.
And vodka.
And vodka. Well, I told you one thing. Vodka.
I think I kind of have an easy jumping off point because at the beginning of the play, everything's going well for Stanley. He's really happy. He's got a great marriage, and he's about to have a child, and he's having a good time. So the play, I can kind of warm up through the play. Like the play takes care of the emotional journey for me, as long as I'm really invested in the play. It will get me to all the highs and lows emotionally, just by the way how well the character is written. So I don't feel like I'm going to have to do a whole lot of preparation before. It just happens to me during the course of the play.
And are you a bowler in real life?
A bowler? No. I have bowled before, but I'm not a bowler. I don't own a bowler.
Is this for both of you? Is this your first
opening night gift? I know what to
There you
get.
go.
No, good.
So for both of you, is this the first time you've been involved in a Williams production?
Me, yes.
Me, no. I did this play maybe 20 years ago. I played Steve Hubble, the upstairs neighbor. I was in grade school. And it was like in rep with Shakespeare, and so I was happy to have kind of a smaller part, but it was, I don't know if it was a very good production, quite honestly. The one thing I remember very well was that Stanley dropped Stella when he had her in his arms. And I don't know if he picked up Blanche, but there were a couple of times where he went to pick her up and they fell together on the stage. And I thought, wow, I don't ever want to do this play.
Streetcar comedy.
Yeah. But now I realize how rich a play it is now.
Well, and it's clearly an American classic. What do you think allows it to remain such a classic and timeless piece?
I answered first.
Yes.
Well, I think what was really unique about it at the time was that, and Tennessee Williams' work at the time, he brought this lyricism and poetry, so that it wasn't just like the kind of kitchen sink stuff of Odette's, that was hard hitting, and it was that, but it was also poetic and kind of bigger than life,
right.
For the first, sort of in the first time those things were mixed, I think, other than, let's say, William Shakespeare, but for a modern, during a modern time, I think that's what made it so unique at the time, and what makes it still beautiful writing and challenging work for any company of actors. And because it's very human, it's human, and it's about loving people and having your heart broken, and so it's just a beautiful play.
Great. And what has been the most...
I can't add anything. That was perfect.
Wonderful. What has been the most challenging thing through this particular rehearsal process?
Getting thrown on a floor that has no give to it. No, I don't know. We're working in a basement of a high school that the floor is very hard, and I spend some time on the floor. That's challenging. It's been a wonderful process. The challenge, I guess, is just that we make a production that we're all really proud of, and that we all want people to come see. And I think that we're doing that. It's been a joy to work on. Oddly enough, we've laughed a lot, had a lot of fun with this play. And I think you have to, because we're dealing with such emotion, and so I wouldn't call it a challenge. It's just been really a wonderful thing to do.
Yeah, a welcome challenge.
Yeah.
Since we're having a real good time, I think we have to.
Yes.
Like you said, because of all the pain that's involved, and just making it our own, I think, is a great challenge, but the one that we're all trying to embrace.
And Marin, I know this is your first time in the Berkshires, and Chris, you're a veteran of the Berkshire theater community. How are you guys finding your time here?
I love being up here. My husband and I bought a home last year, a country home in Hillsdale, New York, so we wanted to be in this area for a long time, so it's just really great to be up, being able to live up here and work up here, so love it.
What is it like being up? It's wet. It's very wet up here, and has been for months. It's fine. I love it. I love it up here. This is why I come back, and also because of Julie. Mainly, know the relationship that I've created with Julie. This is, I don't know, the 7th or 8th production we've done together, and watching the theater grow, and I feel like, I feel a part of that, and want to continue to be a part of it and see it grow. So we just have this great way of working together, Julie and I, and a great friendship, and it's that collaboration which is great for any actor to have kind of an artistic home and feel like you have a small group of people that becomes kind of like an artistic community. So that's why I like it.
Great. Well, thank you both for talking with us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.